Hey, what a winter already, huh? We've had snow in Los Angeles. We've had snow in Las Vegas. In Atlanta, you've had record cold temperatures. Snow in the Northeast for weeks, and the Arctic chill in the Midwest keeps on moving through. So if the planet's getting warmer, why is it so darn cold outside? Pat Michaels, author of Climate of Extremes, and he's the former president of the American Association of State Climatologists. Sir, good morning to you, and thank you for your time. I want to know if this is a fact. In October, did we have 63 record snowfalls? In October, did we set record temperatures on the low end in 115 different places? Is that true?
Yeah, it was kind of chilly in the United States in October. In fact, the globe has been kind of cool. We have seen no net warming for 11 years. We're now in the 12th consecutive year of that. All this argues that very much these extremists on the global warming issue, they really can't maintain their position anymore.
Well, Pat, what I read was that you can see that we are in a warming trend.
Overall, yeah,
is that
sure.
true? Over how much of a period, Pat?
Well, the planet's warmed about 1 degree Celsius in the last 100 years. In the early 20th century, it warmed about as much as it warmed in the late 20th century, and certainly that first warming couldn't have been caused by human beings. And then it stopped in the late 1990s. Oh, it'll pick up again, but all this shows that the warming trend is modest, and computer models, if we're to believe them at all, indicate that once these trends establish, they tend to maintain themselves. So you're looking at a modest warming for the 21st century. Message to Washington: there is no emergency. You do not need to spend more and more of the people's money on this issue right now, please.
Well, that takes us to our next point here. The science is clearly not settled. But the politics apparently is going in the same direction. And Carol Browner will be, I guess, the climate czar in the new administration. Well, what do we believe those priorities are, and how will it affect us, Pat?
Well, what's going to happen is such radicals have been installed in the sort of global warming constellation in the new administration that I don't think Obama's going to be able to stop them, even if he wants to. And then we're going to look at the cost of all these things. And what happened last year, a bill came up in front of the Senate. Even Democrats looked at the cost and ran away as quickly as they could.
Well, he has the veto pen. I mean, he could stop it if he wanted to, right?
Yes, I doubt whether he would, though. It's going to be very interesting to see the debate on the costs of this and the effects of this legislation on warming, because you're going to find it's not going to do very much anyway.
When is that coming up?
Boy, I don't know. It depends on whether you listen to the people in the White House or listen to what you think they're saying, or whether you listen to what you think is coming out of the House of Representatives.
You watch that down in Washington. What I want to know, what temperature is considered acceptable?
Who knows? That's a very good question. We'd like to have a good debate on that. Is it the temperature of the Earth today? Is it the temperature of the Earth during the Little Ice Age, before we began to burn fossil fuels? Is it the temperature after the end of the Big Ice Age, when it was warmer than today? I don't know. Let's have that discussion.
Yeah. Pat, thank you for your time. You wrote the book Climate of Extremes. Thanks for coming on today. We'd like to share all views around here, nobody excluded. Everybody in, everybody out. Pat, thank you.